Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our final match of Fantastic Friday and our quarterfinals. Kane Waselenchuk, Alan Natera, the IRT. I am Fabio Soto here along with Robbie Collins. So, Robbie, our final one of the evening, I got to tell you, it's been a great Fantastic Friday so far. We're 3 quarterfinal matches, and all have been settled in 2 straight. We've had no tiebreakers so far. We had earlier in the round of 16s, but not in the quarterfinals.
Yes.
Could this be the exception? Let's wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're in for a treat here. I think we're going to get some great action.
Yeah.
Both guys playing extremely well. Kane Waselenchuk playing Diego Gastelum earlier today, just
Fantastic play.
playing excellent. And Alan Natera beating Thomas Carter earlier today in convincing fashion. Credit to Alan. I'm excited to see how well he's playing.
Waselenchuk to the serve. He'll start us off. It's a side out. I want to thank you for watching and tuning in. This is our final match of the day, Inland Empire, here from Spokane, Washington, to the Spokane Club. I want to thank tournament directors Rich Carver and Esteban Martinez for putting on quite the show today. Great hospitality, Robbie. Great club.
Yes.
You're doing quite
Great
well.
Club. First time here this week. First time in Spokane. First time at the Spokane Club here.
That's a skip. And, of course, Alan Natera now, from the beginning of this year, representing the country of Chile.
Yes.
So he made the
Saw
Chilean
that.
he made the Chilean national team, and he represented in San Antonio at the IRF Worlds.
Whoa. What a shot there by Kane.
One serving 0. That's a point for Waselenchuk. 2 serving 0. Side out. I think we're going to see more of a battle this time around. I mean, Kane went a bit against Diego Gastelum earlier today. But Alan Natera, though, a lot more experience, a little bit more seasoned. And his physical attributes, I mean, he had a gigantic reach. He's a tall gentleman, so we'll see what he has to say. Robbie, you know, we had a good angle, a good view of that. I like how he took his time to take that shot. How he took his time to take the second to last shot, and he just saw where Alan was. He turned around, he waited for the back wall, and just executed.
Well,
that's an ace serve.
Fabio, I can already tell you by now, by far, Kane serving the best of anyone that we've seen here in the quarterfinals.
No doubt about it.
I mean, we've only seen 4 points, but I can say without a doubt that is the case.
I like how he's mixing it up, though. He didn't go for that drive serve right now. He went for a different serve, trying to keep Natera on his toes there.
Yeah, went for the drive Z there, missed it off the back wall a little bit. You know, certainly with Kane, the standard is the highest,
yes,
right, in the game. And something to watch for, you know, today, tomorrow's matches. See if that cleans up a little bit or that remains the same.
Replay called. 5-0. So for tomorrow, semifinal, we'll have André Parrilla versus Rodrigo Montoya tomorrow at 5. Yep. And at 6, Andrés Acuña will take on the winner of this match.
Right. Lobnik. Oh, it's a good one.
It is a good serve.
That's a good one.
It's a good serve. 6-0. Great diving get by Natera. Down the line.
Kane hitting the forehand clean right now.
7-0. Timeout taken by Alan Natera. Players take a 1-minute break. We will as well. We'll be back shortly here on IRT Live.
I played a lot of matches when I was playing the WRT with the gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for the game. It's durable. I think for fans it's going to be more enjoyable. The rallies are going to be a little longer. So it's going to be fun.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1, Waselenchuk with a dominant performance so far, 7-0. Robbie, timeout taken by Alan Natera. What are your thoughts?
He felt like he needed it. 7-0 happened real quick here. But with Kane serving like that, now he can't leave the court.
Yeah, 8-0. Lobnik. Wow, good return from Natera. He looked like he was pinned against the back wall, yet he somehow, some way, he pulled it out.
Yeah, and he's batting 50-50 from that spot too. I mean, we saw him skip a big one from right there, but the next one rolls out. That's Allen's gonna have to get that drive serve over the line to be successful here with Kane. What are we looking at? Drive Z. Yep.
So Natera gets on the board here, 1-8.
Yep. Allen needs to work in that drive Z quite a bit. I think that gave him a bunch of success earlier today with Thomas.
Yes. You know what? I didn't think about that until you just mentioned, Robbie. This is the second time he's faced a left-handed player today.
Yeah.
So Thomas Carter, of course, earlier gave him a donut. Game 1.
Yeah, credit to Alan.
Not that. I just think he's risking a little too much right there.
He is. You know, Kane is baiting him into that. And, you know, being that we're at 1,800 feet elevation, like you had mentioned in match 1 of the quarterfinals here to me.
Yeah.
That makes it a little trickier shot.
Yeah.
You know, obviously if you hit it perfect will always get it done. But anything short of that, it's not always going the way of, you know, we're watching professionals.
Yes.
Right? And, you know, it's a tough shot to make. And certainly with Kane in the front court waiting on it, it's a tall ask.
Not a very good overhead shot from Waselenchuk. He gave Natera a lot of opportunity right there. Natera responded with a kill shot. And that's the thing about it sometimes, Robbie. You know, we've seen a lot of development in Kane's opponents. But it seems like most of the time, some of Kane's opponents are reacting rather than responding.
Yeah.
So let's see what Natera comes up with right now. Short serve.
Oh, that's a
That's a skip. So no timeouts left for Alan Natera. Of course, Kane still has his timeout. Natera kind of pinning Kane to the right wall.
Yeah.
You know, and Natera has that physical advantage. He's, you know, tall gentleman. He has a long reach. He has to take advantage of that. Point, Natera. Great reach. Two serving 10. Natera firing. It's an avoidable call. I gotta agree.
That's the right call.
I have to agree. Oh, he's not appealing.
No.
That means he's accepting it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, if I was him, I wouldn't like the call either.
I
rough,
mean, I wouldn't like the call either.
But
There's a difference between liking the call and appealing the call, though.
Yeah.
Great shot, Natera. 3 points in a row for Natera.
Oh.
Being very patient, very calm. He's taking his time.
Nice. Oh, glove change. Interesting.
Yeah. We've seen him do that. He has a glove in his pocket.
Yeah.
He changes it.
Still unusual to see it.
Very unusual.
Good serve there from Allen.
Great point.
Nice run here.
So far, 4-point run for Alan Natera.
And that's what we said earlier, right? Allen's got to get his drive serve going.
Yeah.
He's got to create some opportunities for himself. He had just tons of short serves to start the match.
Yeah.
Worked his way into this. Now he's going. Now he's working.
Interesting serve from Natera. I don't like the choice of serve he made. It's just
that's the old Jimmy Lowe, Jeff Stark serve. That kind of you stand over at the far left side, you hit it in front of yourself, work into it. Tall ass to hit that against Kane.
Yeah.
You know. What a serve setup. Just. He's hitting the forehand so hard right now, Fabio. It's just, I mean, we've watched 3 other quarterfinals. I mean, by far hitting the hardest forehands right now.
Kane just stopping the momentum of Natera.
Kane thinking that was a close one. I agree. Natera cutting that off.
Great shot. Natera has to work through it. He has no more timeouts left. He was down 0-7 when he took his timeout. Between the legs, wow. Solid shot, by the way. Let's take a look at this replay right here of this Kane shot. Let's take a look at how solidly he hits it between the legs, though. Look. Boom. Gone. It's good. Good serve, and it's appealed by Alan Natera. Call stands. 14, serving 6. Game point number 1. Ace serve called. 15-6. Game number 1. Players take a 2-minute break. We will as well. We'll be back shortly here on IRT Live.
My name is Jake Brenbeck, and I play with Gearbox. I personally love a solid frame. I've always loved how Gearbox has felt, and there's no better frame on the market. My mindset in racquetball and in life, because I think sports and life just coincide, they're great representations of each other, is you have to work hard, understand that there are going to be setbacks, but if it's something that you want, there's really no stopping you, and that's kind of how I live. I just go after what I want.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm here to tell you about my new product from MyPillow. Towels that actually work. Watch this absorbency test. Here's another towel that we randomly went out and bought. Here's one of my towels with the nice design. I don't know if you can see this, but you could line a swimming pool with this. I mean, this is crazy. Get rid of it. Towels that actually work. What a concept. I'm interrupting this commercial to let you know you can get our 6-piece My Towels, regular $69.98, now only $29.98. Or you can save 25% on our brand new kitchen towels, made with the same technology as our famous My Towels. Also, we have bath sheets, bath towels, washcloths, hand towels, and so much more. And the best part, with your promo code, your entire order ships absolutely free. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use that promo code to get deep discounts on all My Towels. And for a limited time, your order ships absolutely free.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again from Spokane, Washington, 2024 Inland Empire. Final match of the evening, quarterfinals. Alan Natera will start us off with the serve. Waselenchuk took game one, 15-6 for those who are just joining us. Quite the development here so far. We're looking for our final semifinalists for tomorrow and Super Saturday. Robbie, I have to ask you, what does Natera need to do to take this one to the distance?
A little wide. I mean, appreciate that he takes the swing. You know, we've kind of been talking about it a little bit, but
Natera clipped the right wall.
goofy. Just came out, just awkward angle.
So Kane entered this tournament ranked as the #1 player of the event. He's currently ranked #2 in the Pro Tour.
Wow.
Ace serve, Waselenchuk. So tomorrow, Robbie, 5 p.m. Pacific time, we'll have our first semifinals. Second one right after.
Got it.
Great shot. Not that I couldn't put a racket on that one. Just power, drive,
Wow.
down the line.
That's, yeah, for the viewers at home, I mean, just realize how special that is, man. It's, forehand is coming in extremely good, and that's an understatement. Again.
Natera, the mistake.
I think just the shot selection surprised him. I think he was ready for another just forehand down the line.
Just a bomb.
Yeah.
3-0. Down the line winner for Natera. Down the line shot, backhanded. Wow.
And now the backhand. Wow.
Just a replay. I agree. It's a replay.
Yeah. I agree with it. Wayne,
Yeah.
I think Wayne needs to make that call just a little sooner.
Yes.
Kind of avoid the confusion on the court, and there's an ace.
Ace serve, Waselenchuk. 4-0. It's another ace. Back-to-back aces to Natera's backhand. Between the leg shot from Kane, but Natera was in good court position to put that away and gets the side out. Good pickup by Natera. And that made it to the front wall. Wow, what a great defensive effort from Natera. Still remains scoreless in game 2. Short serve.
You can see where Allen thinks maybe that's skipped, but
Not from my angle.
yeah.
From where I'm standing right now,
Yeah.
it's a double fault right there. Really rare to see one of those, but as it stands, Natera regains the serve.
See a comment here from Nate. Okay, is Kane hitting the hardest we've ever seen on the courts, or are the courts just that fast? You know, I don't know if it's the hardest we've ever seen.
No,
you know.
I don't think so.
It's maybe the hardest with the black ball.
Yeah?
I believe
Okay.
that. You know,
That's okay.
I just think watching Kane hit the purple ball in Chicago comes to mind. It's, in years past, there was a tournament we had down in Edinburgh, Texas once, and that was one of the hardest I think I'd ever seen Kane hit anything. Forehand, backhand, serve. Those come to mind. That one was a little bit of a deep cut there, but
Yeah.
certainly the way he's hitting his forehand now, I haven't seen him hit his forehand this well in quite some time. Like, don't get me wrong, it's always good, but this is, I think he would even say this is a little better.
You know what? I'm gonna do my research later tonight so we can talk about this tomorrow. But I'm gonna figure out where is the highest altitude.
Denver
City.
comes to mind.
Yeah, it could be Denver, but I don't know. I'm gonna check
Yeah, there was one.
because the higher the altitude, the harder he hits.
Definitely one, yeah, about probably a decade ago at the Denver Athletic Club that comes to mind as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, the higher the altitude, the harder he hits. I have to wait and see. Is Denver the highest altitude club? I'm gonna do my research.
I mean, that we've played, the only one higher was Cochabamba in 2019.
But he didn't go.
He didn't go.
Great shot by Natera. Great put away. Natera with 3 points in a row. Right now,
and
getting
that's
some
the
momentum.
setup that Allen needs to make.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
He's forced the weak return. He's forced the ceiling ball. He's got to set up. He's got to take that shot. Almost sounded like a broken ball. The mythical broken ball for us here. Someone check that.
That ball made it to the front wall somehow, some way. Wow, Natera now with 4 points in a row. As Natera's taken, it's time to think about his strategy.
4-5.
Good effort, though. Good down the line tap right there. Good control.
See if Kane gets back to work here in the service box.
Yeah.
Drive serve.
That's an ace.
You know what's funny too? I think he took a little off that one.
Yeah.
And still.
6-4.
Man.
He ends Natera's 4-point run.
What a get.
Natera doing a really good job of keeping that ball alive, but
That's just
Kane's forehand is just amazing.
And that's at this point a bit of an error here for Allen. The fact that how many forehands have we seen Kane hit, right? You see him hitting this, and now maybe it's the unforced, or not unforced, it's the forced error Right. Or Kane's just making him, flail at a ceiling ball.
So Kane wants a skip, but I don't see him appealing.
Yeah. And we don't get the angle here.
No, we don't get the angle, but listen, if he doesn't agree, he should appeal.
Yeah.
He's not appealing, though. That means he's accepting it. Waselenchuk just
Tough.
taking that one into the right corner. Three points in a row for Waselenchuk. Sorry, 2 points in a row.
Another miss Z.
I love the fact that the referee let them play. I know Natera lifted up his hand, kind of trying to look for something, look for a replay, but I love it. Head referee Wayne Antone is just really doing a good job of letting these two gentlemen fight. 4-7. 2-point run right now so far for Waselenchuk. There's an appeal. Kane says 3 walls. Seven 4. Time might taken by Alan Natera. Players to take a 1-minute break. We will return on IRT Live.
My name is Andre Parrilla, and I play with Gearbox. I love about Gearbox that everyone's part of the family, and they have the best equipment in a great sport. Dedication makes a great athlete, obviously talent and passion. One of my beliefs is that we're capable of doing a lot of things that we cannot even imagine. It's just part of enjoying the process and then gets to wherever we want to get. Any sport that young athletes are playing, if you really like it, and as I said, if you put the dedication and the passion, I told you guys you don't even imagine how far you can go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time in is called by the referee. Timeout was taken by Alan Natera. Robbie, your thoughts on this timeout?
Allen's been stuck at 4 for a while. I think it's fair. He's held off Kane for several times, couple side outs. Let's see if this kind of just gets him off of 4. See if it gets a half out. Or the alternative, you just gave Kane a little rest while he's serving.
So right now, Waselenchuk is in a 2-point run. He was leading 5-0. Then Alan Natera came back at 4. So now, 2-point run. Ace serve called. And Alan Natera wants an
I
appeal.
think this-
Waselenchuk gets the ace. Waselenchuk looks at Natera like, hey, I feel you, man. That's what his body language was saying. 8-4, Waselenchuk. Ace serve once again. Wow, 2 aces in a row.
I mean, that angle is just so on point that, you know, even when it comes off the back wall, it's running down the back wall. And Allen can't catch up with it. But
Second serve.
I will say, I mean, you know, if this continues to go this way, 9-4 semifinal tomorrow, Kane served to the right. Game 1, he ended 2 ace serves to the right, but since then, it hasn't been quite as sharp.
Ace serve again. Natera is appealing.
I think it was good.
Call stands. Wow, make that 10-4. So 3 points in a row since that timeout.
Yep.
And overall, it's been 5 points in a row for Waselenchuk.
And that's the cost of taking a timeout when you're receiving.
Down the line winner.
Yep. It's a lot of heat coming down the line there.
Down the line again.
Unreal.
Kane keeping it simple, keeping it clean. No doubt about it. Best shot in racquetball. Short serve called.
There it is.
Ace serve to the right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Found the angle, found the height.
That's an 8-point run so far for Waselenchuk.
Yeah, this was what, 5-4 at the timeout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
8-point run.
Jeez. That's a setup.
So we have our first match point. Waselenchuk. To the serve. And there you have it, folks. Kane Waselenchuk takes the match 15-6, 15-4, and becomes our last semifinalist for Super Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a short break, and we'll be back with player interviews. We'll be back on IRT Live.
I played a lot of matches when I was playing the WRT with the gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for the game. It's durable. I think for fans it's going to be more enjoyable. The rallies are going to be a little longer, so it's going to be fun.
My name is Jake Brenbeck, and I play with Gearbox. I personally love a solid frame. I've always loved how Gearbox has felt.
Gentlemen, we are live here with the winner, our final winner of the evening on Fantastic Friday, Kane Waselenchuk. Kane, first off, congratulations. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's been a while since we've seen each other here on tour. You're our last semifinalist for tomorrow's Super Saturday. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel great. I mean, obviously, it's back to be, back to be, competing and stuff like that. And had a few outdoor tournaments, but it's really nice to be back indoors playing.
Oh, so far, listen, you had two dominating performances so far today versus Diego Gastelum earlier this morning. Now, Alan Natera. Alan had quite the fight. He had some good shots and, reaching a lot. Playing good defensive racquetball, you managed to put it through. How does it feel like playing against Alan Natera, a player that gives you a fight, just, a lot of reaches, a lot of gets?
Yeah, well, he's tall, he's lanky, hits the ball real hard. He gets a lot of balls, makes you hit that extra shot, and he's a streaky player. He runs off of a lot of emotion, and I just tried not to get him, into that rhythm and get him pumped up into that, feel like I kind of got it in the first game where he got like 3 or 4 on me, and I was kind of a little bit, had to kind of stop it a little bit. I felt like, because like I said, he's a very streaky player, and I never really gave him a chance to get going. He never really got his serve going like he normally does. But then again, when I'm serving like that, it's hard, it's tough to beat me in anyone.
Well, we've been getting a lot of comments online about how you're getting good shots in that forehand, a very strong play. You're looking very strong today. You're feeling everything okay?
Yeah, no, everything's good. Able to get back into the gym and work a little bit, and so I feel good. It's good to be back. I'm, still a lot of tournament left, and still, job. Got a lot of job left to do, but I've been here before, so, we'll just go home and rest and get ready for tomorrow.
So semifinals tomorrow, Kane, and congratulations again for the win. Anything you want to see for the fans who are watching online?
Yeah, no, just I appreciate it. Obviously, we need all the fans we can get, cheering on racquetball, so share it and whatever else, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at 6.
All right, congratulations to Kane Waselenchuk, our final semifinals for tomorrow. So Kane plays at 6 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. Kane, congratulations once again. Stellar performance, and we'll see you tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be here tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time on IRT Live.